All right, gang, welcome back. So in the last lesson, we figured out how to line this thing up. And again, I stress the line structure, the layer structure. So outline, template, layer one, lock those two. I can't tell you how many times I re-recorded this lesson because I messed it up myself. All right, so the trick now is we're going to come over to this layer of outline, and we're going to left swipe, and we're going to duplicate it. Now, we're going to grab the transform tool, and we're going to flip it around the vertical axis, and then we're going to rotate it just once. Now, look at what happens. That's actually looking really good. Now, you see I'm in freeform. Here's a pro tip. Do not use your two fingers. Use your Apple Pencil for one point of contact. If you put two fingers on this thing, you are not going to get it effectively. It'll start distorting like this, and you will never again see it in the right perspective. All right, so use your Apple Pencil, and if you have to use your fingers, one finger. Now, watch what I do here. I remove my transform, I come over here and I blow up my workspace, and then I redo my transform, and then I get super close in so that I can see exactly where I'm joining. Now, when I have it where I want it, here's what I do. Deselect, move out, and now here's the trick. Take these two layers, the outlines, and pinch them together to merge them. Okay, now save yourself some heartache and some headache. Grab your Apple Pencil, grab your brush, make sure you're on your outline layer, and now take care of anywhere that your overlaps are not good. Okay, because again, you just joined them, so if the joining isn't good, you're going to have problems when you go to flood fill and everything else. All right, once you get this the way you want it, if I were you, I would go through and detail at this level before you replicate it. Now, I'm going to continue on in this lesson just with the outline. After this lesson, I'm going to bring you back to this step, and I'm going to show you how I would go through and set up a shading layer and a color layer when I go through in detail at this level. So that's in the next one. Right now, we're going to show you how to duplicate this and get it all the way around the circle. All right, so once you've got it this way, we're going to come through, and it's the same process. Left swipe, duplicate, transform, rotate, and then place. Okay, now again, I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm coming back to my transformation. I'm only using one finger, folks. Do not use two fingers, because if you mess up the perspective on this, you will never get it back right the way it should be. And then once I've got them the way I want it, I come over here to my layers, and I pinch the layers to combine. I grab my technical pen again. Yep. And now I just manipulate and work through where my joining is. Every time you join, folks, there's the opportunity for error. So again, this is a huge pain in the backside. That's why I said, how do you do a mandala in Procreate? The short answer is painfully. They ain't kidding. All right, I think we're in pretty good shape there. Now, this should become pretty apparent to you what we're about to do. Left swipe, duplicate the layer, transform it. This time we're going to flip it around the horizontal, and we're dropping it down, and we're going to put it right here. Now, you're going to see the same show. I eliminate my transformation. I zoom in one finger so that I can get the joining the way that I want it. And you'll see that it's never going to be 100% perfect. You're always going to have some subtle variation. All right, now from here, grab the technical pen. And make your joining good. because the next step is we're going to take this entire half and we're going to replicate it there. So you want to make sure that you're bulletproof here. Oh, got a little overzealous on that one. All right, good deal. Now, next step, to combine these two, left swipe, duplicate, transform, flip it along the vertical, bring this half to this half. I'm going to kill my transformation. I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to retransform, and I'm going to get my joining as close as I possibly can. And once I'm good, oops, I'll kill my transformation. I'll zoom out, technical pen, make the adjustments. Okay, now the reason you want to make sure your connections are good on this, folks, is in the next lessons, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and flood fill this. But if your connections aren't good, you're going to have a real problem getting the technique to work. Okay, and I'm not being as technical as I probably could with this because this is just an illustration video, but you got the idea. Yeah, we'll take a little bit off that. I think that that's a little bit aggressive. All right, let's combine the outlines. And we're almost sculpting that point. All right, so that is how you make a mandala in Procreate. So in the next lesson, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I set up my shading layers early when I have just the first eighth of this done, so that you can see exactly how this works. All right, folks, we'll see you in the next one.